Here with Sudhi and Suchi.
We are here yet again with Here It Here with Sudhi and that person.
Boo. Oh, yeah, Suchi, I thought I'd
Suchi, you have to introduce me.
Suchi. I thought basically Suchi had merged with the background, so I thought you couldn't see me and everything.
No. You will always stand out, honey. You'll always stand out. Welcome, people, to Hear It Here with Sudhi and Suchi. This is where you get to hear everything about Bollywood, and that's what we're going to tell you. Now, if you think Dulquer Salmaan was somebody who was only in the South, no. Think again. Because Dulquer Salmaan, Rajkumar Rao, and Gaurav Adarsh, remember the guy from White Tiger?
Yeah.
Him. And he
I
also
thought he
in
did a fabulous job.
Mom, I think the film Mom. He was also the villain in that one.
Right.
So the three of them, Rajkumar Rao, Dulquer and Gaurav, are doing a series for an OTT platform. That will be interesting. All fantastic actors.
You don't know what's the name or anything. They haven't released all those details yet.
They won't tell us
and not
yet.
even any genre. What is it?
No. Actually, no. They haven't told us any genre or anything. It's just a series for Netflix. That much we know.
Okay.
Yes, and but we know that it's going to be interesting because all three are phenomenal actors.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
No, totally.
And talking about phenomenal actors and of course having a connection with the South, as Suchi you just mentioned, Allu Arjun, right? After the success of Pushpa the Rise, have you seen the film? If you haven't,
Pushpa, I hate tears. Oh, sorry, that's another movie. Yeah.
But if you haven't seen the film, Suchi, I would seriously implore you to watch it. It is amazing.
Yeah.
You know, there's this one little song in the film. Of course, the songs are brilliant.
That's the one with that fellow with that drunkard dance.
Yeah.
You know
Not a
that
drunkard dance.
No,
it
sorry.
was basically him being in his character.
With that some chappal or something.
Correct. That's the one.
Yes, I've heard
it was
about all
so
of that.
brilliant. It was just so simple, but the way they kind of converted the entire thing. I love the film.
Yes.
And whoever hasn't seen it, please, I would request all of you guys to go watch this film. It's written beautifully. It's got all the commercial aspects to it as well. But at the same given point in time, it really kind of connects with the sensibilities. Brilliant film. So anyway, coming back to Allu Arjun, after the success of Pushpa the Rise, the gentleman only wants to do single lead roles in Bollywood. And honestly, if you ask me, with that powerhouse of a talent, definitely deserves it.
Wow. Now, powerhouse of talent brings me to another woman. Let's talk about women power here.
Absolutely.
And when that's in the question, Sushmita Sen is never far behind. Okay? Because recently she has won an award. I've got to look for this.
It's
sure. The International Association of Working Women Award for Outstanding Performance of a Female Actress in a series. And this is for Arya too. Now, no wonder, because really Sushmita took on that character like no one else would have been able to.
She did actually.
No, seriously.
Would you say, Suchi, that in a way that was like her kind of comeback of sorts to...
Yeah, most definitely.
Right?
Most definitely. And man, did she make a comeback, really.
Truly, yes.
Well, this particular award was conferred by the DC South Asian Film Festival. So, Sushmita, congratulations.
Congratulations, man. Completely deserve it. And of course, I have to give you out this particular news, which is slightly happy news. Dhanush and his wife Aishwarya Rajnikant unfortunately have separated, but here is the happy news. The father, Dhanush's father, is definitely saying that there is a chance for reconciliation.
Oh, thank God. Yeah,
Yes.
so that's the
That was
happy,
the happy
bit of it.
about
The
it.
sad bit of it is, of course, the first part of the news.
Yes,
but then
it's
again...
unfortunate. But I'm an expert on the subject.
Hey, Dhanush, you are messing with Talaiva's daughter, so you better mind it.
God, ये जो रौद्र रूप मैंने देखा ना सुची, मैं भी घबरा गया. I think if you just can say that to him in person, he'll never separate from his...
What am I supposed to say?
Hey, Dhanush, you are messing with Talaiva's daughter, so mind it.
Okay. Anyway. It is that time of the episode where you get to meet somebody rather special. Sometimes it's somebody's, because that's who you're going to meet.
Yes.
This powerhouse couple, actually, since we're talking about powerhouse people in this episode, has created something which has really taken the OTT world by storm.
True.
We're talking about A Human, the series that is out, and the people who are responsible for it, Vipul Shah, and of course,
the protagonist slash
the protagonist
antagonist.
Gauri Nath, who is played by Shefali Shah, his wonderful wife, and it was a fantastic interview. Here they are.
Here with Sudhi and Suchi.
We're going to start right now with a tribute to I'm only human, of flesh and blood and race. What's
Slight
yours?
work in progress, but
Which is-
yes,
Tell him that it's human nature. Why?
Why?
Can you do it that way?
And now, of course, the boss.
Sing.
Human.
Let's not
Completely
get
lost
into
the song.
You
but
are hearing it here with Sudhi
and the great Suchi. And yes, we have two amazingly, brilliantly talented individuals who have been doing a lot of work together, and of course, share a life together, share their dreams together, and now they're out with something which is going to go ahead and be path making.
Yes, it is absolutely. It's
Finally, was out of breath. While
it's
I was
already
saying
breaking
that, yeah.
paths, and it's already breaking, all records here. We're talking about human, and right now we're talking about Vipul Shah and Shefali. Hi.
Hi, baby. The painting behind fell down.
Yeah,
Me with my
that's what
voice.
I was hoping.
My
Yes.
God.
My God.
It was
Amazing.
earth-shattering introduction. So
Shattering introduction. See?
This is too aloe.
it's okay.
I look jaundiced.
Now keep it.
I didn't do anything to it.
Acha, okay.
See, this is how we wanted to start. Vipul, we want to know if
Yes.
this was happening on the set of Human all the time.
Was it? Yeah.
Maybe this is to Ello. Then all this was happening or no?
No. Even if it was happening, I never paid attention to it. So I really don't know about that. If that happened, maybe it happened. I don't know.
But
No, but that is a brilliant talent if you've developed that.
no, but
as a director, you have to learn to ignore some of the things because you want to focus. Otherwise, you will lose your focus forever.
Vipul, I'm suggesting please do not be looking to your side right now because it might be
that
traumatic.
expression on this side. Yeah.
I can already feel the heat, but that
No, but seriously, interesting enough. First things first, fantastic series. I still have 2 episodes. Chef, I told you I was watching it. I have 2 episods left, so I'm like really
Okay, then I tell
itching
you
to
the
finish.
story. Then what?
No. Please don't. But killer. As soon as I started watching it, Vipul, I messaged her and I was telling her, just absolutely killer, amazing. It's just, really killer show. And all of them are just, so everybody's so fantastic in it.
But actually, before we get into Human, right, guys, would really want to talk about the fact that how has the evolution been in terms of you guys reaching to this point of writing stuff like this, and more importantly, the audience actually going ahead and embracing content like this. People, you've been here for a very long time, so you might be able to shed light on that.
So, a few years back, I read an article in a magazine about human drug trials going totally wrong in Africa and thousands dying, and AIDS was the reason for AIDS turned out to be the human drug testing, needles at that time. And I started thinking, what would be the scenario in India? And then we started writing it as a film, and we wrote it for almost 3 years. And we made almost 28 drafts. And I felt that this subject is too vast to be contained in a film script. And then finally, we decided to go to the digital format. And then, Moses and Ishani and Stuti and Asif, 4 writers joined the club, and we then started writing for digital. And then we took 3 years to kind of make it and release it. So it's been a journey of 5.5 to 6 years. But even at that time, I always believed that audience is way ahead of us. Audience is ready. It's just about, you starting to feel and that, okay, this is the subject I want to share with the audience. Audience is ready for all kinds of subjects. It's like when I made my first film, Aankhein, people told me, 3 blind men robbing a bank in 2001. Who's going to watch it?
Yeah.
And Aankhein was the first film which was released in the first multiplex of India.
Right.
So it was not a multiplex era. So people said single screen mein ye picture ko koi puchega bhi nahi. It turned out to be
with a phenomenal success. Yeah.
So I think same happened with, say, Lagan. Same happened with to a certain extent with Chandni Bar or Dil Chahta Hai.
Right.
So I feel that audience is always ready. We are behind the curve. And I think a lot of credit to even Hotstar backing us and giving us complete creative freedom to do whatever we wanted to do. And so I'm not surprised with the audience reaction. I'm just absorbing and feeling overwhelmed and really gratified with the response that I'm getting. But audience, I think, is way ahead of us.
Absolutely. Now, speaking of audience reaction, Gauri Nath. Yes, now that everyone.
जो आप है तुम.
जो सिर्फ मैं हूँ.
हाँ, देख रहा है. हाँ.
He's actually like this woman.
Yeah. This nation already knows.
But Gauri.
के पत्थर मारो.
But incredible, Chef, something like we have never seen you before in this avatar, right? How, as far as the creative process was concerned, getting into the skin of this character, I mean, Moses and Vipul, of course, all of you must have really brainstormed. But for you to get out, to get out of your comfort zone, what was that like? As far as what was the most?
Sorry.
What was the most kind of shaky bit for you to play Gauri?
When I read the script, I loved the script. And two, I was like, I have to do this because I've never done something like this.
Sure.
Yeah.
Also, I'd never met, heard, or seen a person like this. And I don't intend meeting anybody like that.
Yeah.
But I really hope I don't meet something like
Fair.
that. She came without an instruction booklet.
Sure.
Yeah.
And, the way it was written, Suchi, it was very differently written, not in terms of scene or script or material, but there was a different approach to Gaurina. She was written, let's say, like a lioness.
Yeah.
Which truly inside somewhere she is.
Yeah.
And I decided to play her like Bambi.
Yeah.
So it was a risk. And luckily for me, my director supported me and understood what I was thinking and said, okay, let's go with what her gut is as far as she's feeling about Gaurina. So, from from the way I talk.
Yes, I know. I noticed it from the first scene that you
said. And a lot of people find it disturbing.
Yeah.
Because it's not, actually, somebody's actually asked me, did somebody else dub for you?
Yeah, because
and there is a comfort zone that comes with an actor. That's what I feel. As a viewer, when you're watching something, you feel, acha, ye deliver hoga. My voice is very strongly identifiable. But when I break that voice or the way I move or the way I talk, it can go completely south. So
Correct.
It was a chance we took. And in fact, even before the release, we were like, it's a risk. We don't know whether it will go down well.
Yeah.
And touch wood.
No, it's gone down fabulously well. Honestly speaking, there is a very menacing eeriness to that particular character,
absolutely.
the way you fleshed it out. And like you rightly said,
Vipul
I would
is
never
nodding
like
his
to.
head. He has seen that menacing eeriness even off the screen, I think. What, Vipul?
No, actually,
It's almost like you're shell shocked, Vipul.
Actually, if you know her very well.
Yes.
In the real life, she's a soda water, na thak, anger,
yes.
thak, calm,
Yeah.
and it's all out there. So this is a side that I have not witnessed or seen
Wow.
of her. So it's very surprising how she kind of got into the brain of Gauri.
That's
Very
amazing.
unusual.
But one character, Shefali, which has completely stayed with me as in a performance, and I've never cried so much after having seen something purely as a celebrity. I was celebrating what you did, not because I was traumatized, but what you did with Ajib Dastan.
Oh, yeah.
That blew me completely over. I did not know. I mean, I went quiet. My mother called me like generally to say hi or I said, listen, I need to call you back. But yeah, truly, I mean, kudos to that. So I'm just, the reason why I said that is because it just shows the flair as an actor that you've got. The brilliant, how should I put it? I mean, you depart from places, characters, situations so beautifully well.
And I think that's been Shefali's, a strong point. We worked together, nearly 25 years ago in a TV series, way back, which really, it was called Rahe. And from that time when people sat up and took notice about her acting, everyone Every
Yeah.
little role, whether it's a little role, whether it's a big role, you know that, chef. I mean, people, just sit
Have
back
applauded
and it's amazing.
I have
You're an
cried,
inspiration,
and
no doubt,
yeah,
no doubt.
you have done brilliantly well in terms of that, which actually brings me to that point. How do you feel now? I mean, as an actor, as a performer, as an
Is there
artist,
pressure on you?
the evolution factor, and has the toolkit or the entire skill set just grown like crazy?
Yeah.
Well, the way I used to work, I mean, Suchi, when I used to do television, the way I work now is drastically different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how do I say? I follow my gut. I follow my instinct. When the camera goes on, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
But that is all I banked on when I started.
Yeah.
Nice.
But now, I mean, after DC and even a little before that, I just started reading and rereading and rereading and rereading the script so many times that the more you read it, the more it gets churned inside. The more just comes out. You don't know what is going to come out of it every time you read it. And then you start creating this person in your mind. But luckily, touch wood, till today, that hasn't changed the fact that when the camera goes on, I still don't know what I'm going to do.
Nice.
But I think the study has been so much into it, into her mindset, actually going into this person,
Yes.
that then it's only that character, it's not me. And as an actor, that's my pursuit. I don't want people to say, oh, Shefali did a good job.
Yeah.
I'd rather they say, and there is Vartika Chaturvedi, and then there is Natasha from Ajit Dastan, and then there is Gaurina.
Right.
I mean, that I feel is a much bigger compliment than just saying, oh, she's good at her craft.
Yeah, true.
That's, so it has been, I mean, I've changed a lot in terms of the way I work. And thank God for it.
That's
Somebody
nice.
said, what? I was living under a rock? How did I even work earlier?
Yeah.
If not like this?
Nice.
Now, Vipul, come to you now, from the medium of cinema. Yeah. And then moving to like OTT platform. What sort of an adjustment is that like for a director?
I don't think it's the adjustment of the medium. It's you have to approach every story as a director differently. And I have always tried that my cinematic language is different for anything that I have done. So if you see Aankhein and Waqt, they are shot differently. But if you see Namaste London and Waqt, they are also shot differently.
Or
And
Commando
London,
for that. Yeah. Or Commando. Totally
so
different.
Commando is anyway, I produced,
Action.
I have not yet directed. But I mean, I'm involved in the process. But we try, I mean, at least I try to look at the subject, look at the script, and try and devise a directorial language which is very different. And most of the time, people don't even register it. So that's fine. But for here, in this show, if you will see this, I mean, my own team, my writers, they had doubts whether I will be able to, devise the right language as a director to narrate this story.
Yeah.
And they were all surprised, rather shocked to see. They thought, "Arey, ye to commercial filmon wala hai, isko ye sab,
Exactly. Yes.
ye sab kaise aayega?" And they were really surprised and shocked to see when they saw the episode. They said, "We couldn't imagine you doing this." And I actually think that that's in a way good thing, and that's also keeps me on the edge all the time, because next time whatever I'll take up as a director, again I'll have to devise a new language of narrating that story. And some of the experiments don't work, like Namaste England didn't work. It just went wrong. But this has worked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So-
And it worked fabulously well.
Yeah, so I mean, I have to just keep my fingers crossed and think that next time, whatever I attempt, I hope I get it right. Because every time when you're trying something new and different from whatever you have done, you are taking a chance. And there is a very bright chance that it may not work out. Gladly, this one has.
One has. Now, Moses Singh as well, also directing. How was that working with another director? Both of you directing this
So,
series.
what
Was
we
it
did,
episode wise, or was it because I've worked on stuff where then two directors. Some do the odd episodes, some do the even episodes. Is that how?
No. I did first, second, third, and 9, 10, and he did 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
But what we did is we did lots of workshop for me and him. Because he comes from a very different world of cinema.
Exactly.
I come from a very different world of cinema. So we did lots of workshops. We did individual sessions with the DOP on every world that we wanted to shoot, in terms of what kind of camera movement we will use, what kind of style of treatment for every world within the world of human we will try and do. So that all was, once all that was done and we decided that this is the way we are going to treat each and every world of human, then it was every director's choice how on the day he wanted to shoot. Luckily, we came very close to each other in terms of the episodes seemed pretty seamless, whether it's been directed.
Yes, absolutely. I was going to say, I wouldn't have.
You don't see that there are two different styles operating.
Yeah.
I think a lot of credit should go to my DOP, Shirsha Deve. He gave it, the consistency that we should have of what we have achieved, because he was very, very instrumental in, working with us on how we want to shoot. So that was a very interesting thing, and he contributed a lot. But I think we worked out pretty well. I'm sure even Moses had these doubts about, how I'm going to
How would you interpret it, or which way?
He never tells me that, but I'm sure he must have gone through those doubts in his mind sometimes. That is is Vipul going to be able to direct this at all, or what? Yeah, because it's not he's not known for this. But I'm like,
I would definitely like to ask you, as a director, Vipul, that if you've got a powerhouse of a talent like who's sitting right next to you. I was talking about Gaurinath, not Shefali, but yeah.
I'll talk to you later. Thank you.
No, but if you got that powerful an actor, that brilliant an actor, right? She just was talking about it a little while back, that she has her own process and she works out on methods the way she does, and then she comes on, and then when the camera goes on, she really doesn't know that she's got a set pattern in terms of how she's going to go about it. Now, as a director, there will be a lot of aspects where you will have to probably, do you do that? Is what my point was. That do you actually get into the nitty gritties, or you just let her fly?
No, my job is to maintain the overall picture.
Fair.
But if you're working with somebody so talented, why would you want to restrict the person ever?
Right.
Actually, our job is to push for more.
Yeah.
And our job is to make sure that we don't go beyond the world that we have created. Whatever she is doing, we have to keep a watch and make sure that it is, not digressing from the discussions and the points that we want to achieve. But at no point I would ever tell her to, follow a certain pattern of instruction that I would have. I would just want her to fly, and that's when you're going to get amazing stuff. Yes, if it is going somewhere else, then it's my job to stop and say, no, we don't want to go this way.
Yes, of course.
Just come back here. But that never happened. Actually, if you ask me, in my entire 5 episodes that I shot, not one day I had to tell her that we are going wrong. And also, we had rehearsed everything inside the room. Right. So we had done lots of readings, and we could only answer 5% of our questions in those readings, and 95% were left.
I'm still asking those questions.
She has 7 million questions per episode. So it goes like, hamari umar isi mein nikal jayegi kind of thing. But once we rehearsed, on the day of the shoot, I just wanted her to go out and give her best. And not just her, everybody.
Yes, of course.
My job is to monitor. It's like a doctor, parameters monitor karne, and then let the actors give their best. And every shot was like, wow. So and move on.
Now, it's been about 17 years, is that correct? Since you all have worked together? Yeah, wow, that's a long, long time. Now, have you seen, what sort of differences have you seen in Chef as an actor from then to now?
खून ज्यादा चूसती है पहले के मुकाबले.
I'm loving this.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very good.
Yeah, I have to be honest here, right? And, matlab,
This might be a good time to maintain social distancing because given the fact that yes, what's going on?
He's coming back home.
Fair enough. Yes.
stress बहुत ज्यादा देती है पहले के मुकाबले. But I think on a serious note, her process of the craft has become so refined, and it's unbelievable sometimes to see a person with whom you have been at the home, and
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
and she's very different in the house, and you're feeling, matlab, she's actually goofy at home.
I know.
And then you come to the rehearsal room
Yeah.
and you're thinking, अच्छा अब ये फिर कुछ सवाल पूछेगी, and then suddenly she'll ask you a question which will be like, what?
What?
My God, how
Yeah.
did you think of that? So I think her process has changed a lot, and it has become super refined. I think every great actor must be working on similar patterns. That's what I've come
That's
to.
such a beautiful thing
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've come to think of it के इससे better process क्या हो सकता है?
Hmm.
I mean, what can be more than this?
Yeah.
So
That's beautiful.
I think the way she's now growing, and every time she's working on a script, my sleep is totally destroyed because the light is on and
Right.
she's sitting on the bed with the script, and the whole night she's doing the script.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to sleep because that's how I function, and I can't sleep in the light. So
Right.
But actually, when we used to have these discussion rooms with Moses, Vipul, and me, he would be like, "Guys, I can't," and I can go on for hours because I
she's
become obsessive.
she's just trying to get back at me with a better one-liner. That's not
But
happening.
he used to keep telling me that, "Arey, abhi nahi."
That's not happening. The
Yeah.
one-liner is not coming. She's trying very hard.
No,
But Chef,
yeah.
after you've played a plethora of characters.
Thanks for the juice, by the way, Shefali. Needed it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
वो हीरोइन ने जूस पीती है ना शाम को.
No, but after no, I mean all the characters that you've played through the films that you've done, everything else. What is it that you haven't yet tapped? What is that one thing? Vipul, you can jump in here as well. What's that one role you think that Chef would, she nails everything, but she would be really good at, which she hasn't done yet, which she hasn't tried yet. Chef, you also. I would like to hear from you too.
I think slapstick comedy is something she'll be brilliant.
Oh, I agree.
And she's done humor, but she's not done slapstick.
That's right.
If somebody can
Where
think
have
of
I done
us.
humor?
Satya was funny in
It wasn't funny. She was real.
But what the purpose of her, the way she spoke about Jukari's Park or whatever, was to create humor, which she did. But I feel that she is going to be brilliant at slapstick comedy. If somebody can think of a script like that, it would be
I think so. Chef, for you,
Yeah, I honestly
you, me,
think
Pallu,
so as
we are
well.
doing one show. You, me, Pallu.
Yeah. We have to. You meet PT.
Yes,
Also-
Tea also. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Four of us. Can you imagine? It'll be my.
It would be actually,
you
yes.
have to see her in
No, all of you
action.
guys would be quite like brilliant at slapstick.
Crazy.
of course.
No, it's true.
Madness. Okay,
But I need to.
Sorry, please go ahead.
I have to ask you this, Shefali, which is that, how is it that you keep yourself human? So forget this. I mean, in terms of you being an actor, a talent, and
Yes.
all of that is brilliant, which it is. But in terms of the human aspect of Shefali, right? How do you keep yourself inspired, excited, and normal, to be more honest?
Because I don't know any other way to be.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't know any other way to be. What I do, I love tremendously, but it's a part of me. And I
Nice.
think that's why I'm an actor. Otherwise, I would be having multiple personality disorders.
Disorders, right?
The exciting part is I can live all these people and make them come to life and live those. I mean, actually become those people.
Sure.
Yeah.
After that, I have a home, I have a life, and I can't pretend. I mean, Suchi knows me for a very, very
Sure.
long time. And anyone who knows me, I'm a terrible actor in real life.
Right. Nice.
So it's a waste of time and energy to pretend. I do not have the inclination to do it.
To put on a mask,
Nice,
yeah.
nice.
That's
To put on a mask, I can't do it. Like, I won't go for parties. I won't go out for social community because I don't know what to go there and do. And Vipul has stopped asking me now because he's like, oh, God, she'll open her mouth and she'll say something. Isse acha to isko mat, tu mat aao, jane do, it's okay.
Well,
It's okay.
I myself don't go for parties.
Yeah, but earlier, whenever you used to,
I used to very few parties, and now even that I don't go because
Yeah.
there is nothing to offer from your side. What will you go and do? But one of the thing is that about Shefali, why I think she's all the time real and normal is also because she doesn't believe that she's done something outstanding.
yeah,
So
I-
is that because, no, forget showing off. Is it that you're at some level or you're overtly self-deprecating, or is it something that you don't? Okay.
No, it's always the question of that when you see yourself, you think, oh shit, I could have done this
Could have
better.
done. Yes. Yeah.
Hmm.
And if you are aware, and if you can, which she can very comfortably separate the compliments with actual work,
Sure.
like the day Human released, she sat down and watched 8 episodes same night. I don't know how many times she's seen it, but she saw it.
nice advice.
Yeah.
And then she had new point of view to discuss. So she's forgotten about the compliment. She's already into the process of, okay, we should have done it like this probably, or I could have done. So I think when you're in that frame of mind, you don't you don't start feeling कि अरे मैंने कुछ तीर मार दिया. I think that is her
And that's
strength.
her strength. Yes.
Yeah, it
yes,
is.
that
It truly
definitely
is.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm very, I'm not self-assured at all. I know I have this persona that people think, oh, this is one hell of a confident woman. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm scared shit. When I go to work, I have this thing that why did this director take me? Because I won't know what to do now.
Yeah.
And I don't take myself seriously. I take what I do very seriously.
Yeah.
And I question everything I do. I don't revisit my work. I see it once. I don't.
That's a heady
Yeah.
combination.
And like you said correctly, I'm almost self-depreciating.
Right.
Yeah.
Like when Human was going to release, I said, I want to hide under a rock. The only thing I was interested in knowing was that the show is a hit because it's my husband's show.
Yes.
Otherwise, I said, I don't want to know what people think of me. And when people say, oh, so there is a pressure of now what?
Yeah.
I genuinely want to say, please don't expect anything out of me. Please, 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 please don't do it.
No, fair. I get that. I completely get
But
that.
speaking, now Vipul did say that you would be good at comedy. You didn't answer. What do you think you would like to do, Chef?
I mean, I would love to do a comedy.
Yeah.
I would love to do a Fleabag or a Bridget Jones.
Nice.
Nice. Yes.
Because that is so me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people are intimidated by me before they meet me. They have this, oh, she's very serious and whatever. But once you get down to knowing me, 5 minutes down the line, you realize, oh God, this is a goofball. Complete goofball. I would love to do a comedy, but which in Darlings, in a certain way, it is a very hilarious and funny script.
Yeah.
And it's wicked, and I'm wicked. So I'm not Gauri Nath wicked, like just
Yeah.
somebody
Just
like
quirky,
that.
wicked. Yeah.
What is it that as a family you both and your sons do that keeps you all
I was
tight
actually
together?
going to say we are far more interesting than. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, you were saying.
Then
Sorry. Yeah.
No, actually, our sons are most of the time not in the country. They're studying abroad.
Yes.
One is pursuing soccer in Spain, and the other one is in London.
Are you serious, Vipul?
Yeah.
Like he's playing. He's
Yeah,
playing
he's playing.
professionally.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, he lost 2 very important years due to COVID. But for 7
How old
years,
is he, man?
He's 18 now, and
That's fabulous. You know why I asked you with so much of gusto and excitement? Because I used to play the game and I've ended up playing for the at national levels.
Wow.
I've broken my leg 4 times and all of that has happened. I've gone through that journey. So I was just,
Yeah,
this is amazing.
yeah, he went through a knee surgery a year and a half back. But so he's in Spain near Barcelona, and the other son is in London. He's studying business management. But when they are here, to find them itself is a challenge. Because they are always with their friends, and they have
Sure,
this
obviously,
thing,
yeah.
we have come back, we need to catch up with them also.
Fair enough,
Where
yeah.
are you going?
Yeah.
But when we are together, then it's fun to see two young boys arguing.
No. Wait, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what is the entertaining part of the four of us being together.
Right.
They ganged up against me and they ran me.
All of you, right? All of these guys.
All of them.
So it's simple. They love me more. So they are always on me. That's as simple.
No,
as
actually,
That's just
Shefali.
because he's like yes parent and I'm the no parent.
Shefali, no, I'll tell you to be honest. I also come from a family. I have two younger brothers and my dad. So it's only my mom. And that kind of tends to happen in a weird way that we also gang up against my ma. So maybe it's just, I don't know, just one of those.
Yeah.
But no, I mean,
I just told you the reason for that. They love me. That's
Yeah, I was trying to actually ease the trauma for her.
but no, so fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us on Here It Here with
Sudhi and
Suchi.
No, say it nicer, yeah.
Okay, sorry. Suchi.
There we go. But it was, congratulations on the success of Human. Really look forward to what next both of you will come up with together or individually as well. But thank you for joining us on the show. Bye.
Bye.
Hope you had fun. Bye.
Here with Sudhi and Suchi.
She really did enjoy it when I called her Gaurinath, right? Not
Gaurinath.
yeah.
Gaurinath.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah.
That character, the way she played it, Suchi,
No, really.
makes
and-
your skin crawl.
Absolutely, and the way that she's really taken, a kind of a 180-degree, separation from what how she normally approaches her roles, etc. And the way her voice, the look.
Such lovely camaraderie, though, right? Between the both of them, they kind of complement each other constantly.
Yeah. And speaking
both
of camaraderie,
literally
I have got to make a point here. Pallavi
Sure.
Simmons, who has done the makeup for Shefali Shah, and who continues to do her makeup now,
Right.
she's really made her look like $1,020,000.
Which is true.
Yeah,
Which is
really,
true.
really. So way to go, Pallavi.
You think she could do something with me?
I definitely think so.
Fair enough.
So, there have been fires on many sets. Yeah, once it happened to
very
Sanjay
sad,
Leela
man,
Bhansali
which is
also.
really
I believe.
sad.
Yeah, which is really sad. But most recently, Bachchan Pandey, that film,
Right.
got into trouble for the same reason. There was a
Right.
fire on that
the-
set.
uh-huh.
This is the one that stars Akshay Kumar and Kriti Sanon.
Okay.
Yeah. So there was a fire on that set. Adipurush was another one which was, where they had a fire and they had to kind of...
But tell me this, Suchi, usually norms need to be followed, right?
And I'm sure they did. This was, I'll tell you
Like
why
a
there must have
freak
been a fire.
accident?
You know why?
Why?
See, the movie was complete and everything. So this was patchwork that was happening.
Okay.
So a set was put up. What was the set? The set was of an awards function.
Right,
Awards
right.
function means like there were stars like no other. I'm
Fair.
sure stars like no other means there was like hotness on the set. Hotness on the set means there was a fire. Ha! What do you think? Ha!
I'm just very happy that you're
That was
not
the
giving.
connection, right?
Yeah, and no, I'm also just very happy that you're not handing out the fire safety certificate.
Correct. So yes. But nevertheless, continuing with the story,
Right.
nobody got hurt. They were all
Thankfully.
okay, thankfully. Before the fire brigade and all could come there, the production people had kind of got everybody out to safety. Nobody was hurt. Absolutely no.
So things are generally under control.
Things were generally under control, and I hope this movie gets totally under control and releases rather soon, so that we'll know what happened after
And I
the
just
fire.
hope that the film is so good that it is on fire, literally.
Good point.
Fair enough.
तो अब हम फ्लैशबैक की बातें करें.
Dun, 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 dun.
Why do we
Just
always go into that
बातों को
कर्ज?
काबू करो, sir.
Yeah, why do we always
Because
go into that
it
कर्ज?
is. How
It is one
else
of those
would
haunting
yes,
flashback
it
type of
is.
tunes, right?
It
Okay.
defines the concept of a flashback, according to me.
Very true,
Does,
very
doesn't
true,
it?
very true. But going into flashback, one of those films that really caused a ruckus was Qayamat Se Qayamat.
Man.
Qayamat Se Qayamat Tak.
Qayamat se qayamat tak.
No.
My epiglottis is not working. Can we carry
So
on?
Qayamat Se
Ah.
Qayamat Tak was the film, Mansoor Khan's film. Speaking of Mansoor Khan, can I tell you all a story?
Please.
I would have been in one of his films. Which one? Jo Jeeta Wahi Sikandar.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Aisha Julka's role was offered to me and I like a fool said no.
Why though?
Because I was a fool, no.
Acha, fair enough.
No,
I
because-
wanted you to say that again.
No, I wasn't doing my engineering and it would have meant 6 months away from college,
You
etc.
again
I was
had
my
to show
first
off
year.
about the fact that you're
That I'm
like
an engineer.
Yes.
Yeah, so I said no like a fool. But then again, no regrets.
That's
it's okay.
not fine,
it's
yeah, Suchi.
okay.
You've done wonderfully well, man.
Yeah, touch wood.
Yeah, touch wood.
Anyway, that's that movie, but this is this movie. So Qayamat Se Qayamat Tak starred who? Juhi Chawla and Amir Khan.
Right.
Juhi Chawla was a big name already because she was Miss India.
Ah, right.
Right, so she was being-
And actually, being Miss India in those days was actually like,
Yeah.
celebrated
Oh,
and
yeah, totally. It
applauded
was
and all
huge.
that.
Yeah, huge. And now, Juhi Chawla was told by Mansoor Khan that in Akele hai to kya gam hai, chahe to
One of my favorite songs, yes, Suchi.
Sorry, this is not a singing show. But yes, in that song, she was meant to kiss Amir Khan so sweetly, innocently on the forehead and the cheek. Okay?
Fair enough.
Okay.
There's nothing sexually
But she
weird
said
about
no.
it. Why?
She said no. Because she could. She just said no.
Haan, fair enough. She
Okay.
just wanted to try that
She was
out.
like, "Arey yaar, ye Amir Khan kaun hai?"
Just wanted to try it for size and
newcomer
everything.
and all of this. No need to kiss him on it.
Because she was already Miss India.
So Mansoor Khan stopped the shoot for about 10 minutes and he explained to her, "Hello, excuse me."
Hello,
I mean, this is
excuse
not
me.
something weird that he's asking of her.
Excuse me, चुम्मा चाटी तो होना चाहिए ना.
And that was very
So
innocent.
sophisticated, especially the way you put it
Chuma
across. Yes. Well done.
But Chuma Chatti then was like all so innocent, yeah.
Which is true.
But she still said no. So 10 minutes he stopped the shoot. Okay. After that, it only took 10 minutes. She was like totally
She
convinced.
must have started freaking out or whatever. Or she must have felt a little insecure that, this has happened and everything.
Yeah, and thank God she agreed and thank God she did because we all know what a huge hit Qayamat Se Qayamat Tak.
And it
Se
was-
Qayamat Tak was.
Epiglot is still not
Yeah.
working. But are you trying to tell me that because of the kiss, it was such a big hit?
No,
Okay, fair.
even without it would have been a big hit.
Fair.
But yeah,
Just wanted to get that out of the way.
okay.
Hi, Suchi. Such an amazing show. we
Hi
had
Suchi, no,
today.
you have to say bye Suchi.
Oh,
we are
got it.
leaving.
Sorry. Bye, Suchi, but I don't want to say it. But since you've, of course, made me say it,
Yeah.
it's that time of the show that we have to say goodbye to everyone. But we're going to be back with lots more excitement, I hope.
So long, farewell.
Hi, what a
Auf Wiedersehen,
song, man.
goodbye. I hate to
Na,
go and leave this pretty sight. Tan, 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 tan. It is time to say goodbye on Hear It Here with Sudhi and
The Suchi.
he doesn't attempt singing, does he?
No.
Nevertheless, we will be back right here very soon with some more people and some more Zabardast news of Bollywood. See you soon.
Can't help myself. So long, farewell. Na 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 na.
Cut! Cut!
Here with Sudhi and Suchi.